Philippines open up the striking like a whirling dervish here in the first round. Orthodox stance on both men. Adawang inching forward. Roundhouse kick, and he got airborne on it too. Did Adawang goes to the body. Here he comes now. Lito with the heavy artillery. One championship revolution, our main card. Triple main event, 3 world titles.
Look at that knee on the entry. I did not expect him to throw that flying knee like that, but it's something he's definitely got. He's got heavy kicks as well.
Look how he's cutting off the cage, cutting off the movement of Hershighetsu. Right hand lead, right hand again, plows through the guard from Adawang. House on fire, and he calls Hershighetsu forward. Hershighetsu not taking the bait though, Dragon.
Adiwan is feeling it. He's carrying his hands down by his sides like a gunsling.
Oh, beautifully done from Lito Adawang. Gut-punching knee, tries to fold him in half.
Adiwan tagged him with a knee. There he comes flying through the air with the greatest of ease, with a big flying roundhouse to the body. That caught him right underneath the arms. Adiwan's confidence even more.
Look at the crack of these shins, just pummeling into the midsection and hitting the forearms of Hershighetsu. Fake there from Adawang.
Lito Adiwan wakes up every morning and just chooses violence. He looks really happy just to be inside there. Look at him. He looks smiling, and he is just enjoying himself to the fullest.
Cracks away to the guts again, does Lito Adawang. Smiling, Hershighetsu's tapping his stomach, going, come on, try it again. Try and hit these washboard abs again with that round kick, and Lito accepts the challenge.
I don't know if Hershighetsu wants to tempt fate like this. I think he needs to change that strategy, but I like that. Counter the shot, counter that kick with a big old left hand to yours. Cut that angle and make sure he pins him exactly where he wants.
Only 1 loss in his last 9 bouts for Adawang. Wants to rejoin the strawweight rankings. Former member of the Philippines national wushu team. One of Team Lakai's 2nd generation stars, 28 years old, Lito Adawang.
Even in that loss, Michael, Adiwan was really good. Adiwan's starting to grow into his mullet too. It's getting pretty far down his back, man.
It's the Rapunzel style. Have a look at the way that Adawang is cutting off the circle. Again, fires the high right round kick. Fake again from Hershighetsu. There's lots of movement here, Dragon, from the man from Inner Mongolia, but he's not committing enough. He's not putting the points down, Hershighetsu, I feel.
Every time he engages, Adiwan makes him pay for it. He's punishing with those body kicks. I know Hershighetsu's trying to play the mind games to say let's go, but Adiwan's been able to really land successfully with that right leg over and over again.
Action blue!
Good step through a knee off the right leg there. Look at it. Adawang pointed to him and said, gotcha. They are having a good time in the circle, as are we watching this one, and some good action here in the 2nd round.
That's circling in to that power kick of Adiwan. He's got to go forward, change things up, maybe start circling to the other side. I know Adiwan's got a very dangerous left hook, but he's not going the right way.
Have a look at the intensity now. The way these two are grunting each other, smiling at each other as they throw these devastating techniques. It's like watching an old martial arts film. It's great, Dragon.
Just enamored with the hair. I think that's the deal with this. I know you like the striking and all, but I think the hair's got you.
You know me, I'm enamored by anyone with hair. I haven't had it for about 26 years.
I do like the way he's attacking the inside leg too. He's going to the body, he's going to the leg. Hershighetsu's got good defense up top, but he is scoring successfully with the inside leg kicks. He is still operating in the distance of Adiwan's kicks. He hasn't been able to find him. Look at that, he closes the distance and boom, there's that left hook. He's bewildered out there, he's bewitched. He's just like hypnotized by Adiwan's movement and circular, basically power he's throwing.
Good, let's go!
Good round kick. Oh, no, it wasn't. It went too low again. Another groin strike.
Injury time.
2 illegal groin strikes in this round by Hershighetsu on Lito Adawang. Adawang flying front kick, little tapping overhand right, and he smiles at him, said, I gotcha. Flying side kick. More of those martial arts movie moves from Lito Adewang.
This is exactly where he wants to keep the match on the feet. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a takedown here coming from Adewang just to change things up, because I think he could get it if he did try it.
Adewang opening up with a 3-2 combination off the hands. The position we've seen so far for most of this contest. Adewang dominating center circle, pushing Hersheygetsu to the outside. Front kick immediately forces Hersheygetsu back. Again, this similar position they've been in for most of the contest. Flying side kick. A little bit of Rick Rufus styling there from Lito Adewang, getting airborne.
Yeah, Lito likes to take to the air, man. He's looking for the flying push kick. I like to see him stay kind of grounded and just throw big shots. Throw more than one punch, more than one kick. Really start putting things together. I know Hersheygetsu is very active and circling out the outside of that circle right there. You can see how he's moving to a better side. Now he's not drifting into the power side of Adewang. Now he's moving to his right, and that's important to avoid the power, especially with the kicks.
Make it a caution from referee Justin Brown if we don't see some more engagement here, particularly from Hersheygetsu. Not really throwing anything. Lots of movement on the outside from the inner Mongolian, but there's a failed attempt at an inside leg kick. Shoots in for a low takedown. Good defense and a nice uppercut off the right hand there from Lito. Adewang really does represent that new breed of fighters from the fabled Team Lukai, the team that at one stage held 4 of a possible 8 men's world championships at one. Of course, at a time in 2018 when the Philippines had 5 of a possible 8 men's world champions, the 5th being Brandon Vera when he held the heavyweight world title.
Yeah, Michael, I'd go as far as to say that Team Lukai is one of the super gyms that just doesn't get nearly enough credit. They have a tremendous team.
I can't think of another gym anywhere in the world that's had 4 world champions in an organization at one time.
And I would say like 90% of those guys are homegrown athletes that Mark Sengio has raised their entire fighting careers. And imports like Adewang stay. They understand the community, the family that's there, and also the level of the training that they got.
Various careers in a life after fighting.
Hersheygetsu's getting pumped up. Now he's trying to take the center circle. This is what he needed to do early. But he's not throwing anything. He's just making sounds. He's got to get in there and start throwing. But it's also throwing Adewang off. Adewang's a little bit gun shy too.
Round kick, high one there from Lito Adewang. Overhand right from Hersheygetsu. Folks, we're just a few seconds away from our main show beginning in 154 countries around the world. Make sure you join us. Check your local TV guides, and of course on the One Super app, on the BR Live channel on YouTube. Check us out. One Championship Revolution is about to go down. One Championship Revolution is about to go down, and in the final match of our leading card, it was Lito Adewang of the Philippines getting a well-earned decision over Hersheygetsu of China. 4-0 first round finishing. Online Sun of 92% finishing rate. Finished his last 5 opponents, including 3 in the first round. They have turned out in force tonight. Myanmar flags are flying, so too Filipino flags for Brandon Vera. Roundhouse kick to the liver there from Vera off the back leg. Doubles up into Vera. Power salvos early from the legs of the Truth. Body shot, belly button through the back from Online Sun. Outside leg kick from Online. Checks the low kick to Brandon. On left face. Wants to throw the steel pipe. Throws the steel pipe. Looks for the counter hook. Try for the Monte clinch there. Did Brandon Vera. Vera switches.
Stanford's trying to time that oncoming shot from Online Sun.
Vera in southpaw stance now. On left hand's now the power hand. Online reaching forward. Roundhouse kick scooped away by Vera. Scooped away by Online.
Big body shots.
Looping left hand there from Online. Cracking outside leg kick from Online Sun. Tremendous power from both these men. Spinning hook kick from Online.
Brandon Vera's to work on those leg techniques. He knows that Song wants to come in with the kicks. Brandon Vera's looking to counter.
Feints. Gets out of the way of the long-reaching left hand. It's orthodox stance now for Vera. Dances forward. Left hook to right hand. Looks for a fadeaway hook up and right there than Brandon Vera.
This is already Brandon Vera's longest match in the championship.
Brandon Vera had only been in the circle 64 seconds since 2017. And now he blew right the door. Now they're in the phone booth on Twitter and on Instagram.
Look at this. Brandon Vera rushes forward, barely misses with a knee, but a beautifully timed elbow inside the clinch landed by Brandon Vera. Oh, and the knee just barely Song protects the body. I like to see Brandon Vera fake the body kick, go to the head punch.
The big question tonight was what would happen if Ongla tests the jaw of Vera. No one in one championship is yet to cleanly hit the jaw of Brandon Vera, but Ongla's got the steel pipe. Can he land it? Goes for the headache maker. The overhand right.
Barely misses that shot. Brandon Vera was just able to get his hand up in time. Ooh, Brandon Vera steps inside with the uppercut elbow.
45 seconds to go in the first round.
I like the leg kicks.
A magnificent opener.
I like the leg kicks coming from Song. He's got to do more of that. Slow down that movement. Slow down that constant stance switches coming from Brandon Vera.
Brandon back to southpaw stance. Gets out of the way of the round kick. Back to center circle. This crowd rabid in Tokyo. They are loving every moment of it. The main event of 1 century. You see the Baybayin Filipino writing on the back of Brandon Vera. And the knot backs him up the hook.
Leg kick. Damage, Michael.
Oh, my top clinch and knee. And on the leg corner, there's the uppercut. He uncaught the uppercut. He uncaught the uppercut. But it doesn't drop Vera. It dropped Hasegawa. It knocked Hasegawa out, but not Vera.
Both these guys got iron chins. They're eating each other's best shots, and they're still standing. It's going to take a remarkable effort to put one of these two monsters down.
Step through knee from Vera after he threw a crossing elbow. Ongla comes forward, always plodding forward. He wants to drill the steel pipe to the jaw. Both men in southpaw stance.
Those low kicks are starting to touch Brandon. You can see how he's taking them. He's stepping gingerly on those legs.
The low kicks will slow down the boxing of Brandon Vera. Vera tries the Muay Thai clinch and knee, hoping for the meet and greet.
Song seems unfazed by the power. He's wearing these punches very well.
Ongla eats a stiff left hand from Brandon. And continues to come forward, swings the legs again.
In with a big leg kick. You can see Brandon starting to get a little bit wobbly. I don't know if he even hurt him though.
Leg kick. That lead leg of Vera has taken tremendous punishment. Body shot from Ongla. Got to be careful that trips away hook. There's the left hook from Vera. There's the uppercut. Another left hook. Ongla caught it. And the high kick. The one that knocked out Machado to win the light heavyweight crown. Roman Tony. Two warriors. Two athletes. Two world champions.
Oh, those elbows. Brandon Vera looks wobbled. Oh,
Vera. He's over the legs. He's over the legs. He's over the legs. Ongla's caught him. Spinning back elbow. Vera. Spinning back elbow. Ongla's cut.
the elbow's beating him. He goes down.
Vera's ready to go. I'm going bananas. It's insane. It's insane. It's good. No. We get our ring.
Look at this. You can see Brandon Vera was starting to wobble just ever so slightly, but then look at the spinning back elbow. Connects to the side of the head. Brandon Vera thought about answering with one of his own. He crumbles to the ground, and Ongla jumps all over him, and he just starts to land these big punches. Look at the left hand. Olivier Coste was forced to call a halt to the action because Ongla was just letting it go. Hurt him with a big knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, double digit unanswered.
For your winner, by way of technical knockout, and still one light heavyweight world champion, Ongla.
1 Super Series. Rodtang and Fadi Khaled. Rodtang a two-time world champion. Fadi Khaled a six-time Tunisian champion. Outside leg kick and a high kick early on from Khaled. Overhand right from Khaled. Looping left hand. Rodtang dumps him again like yesterday's garbage. And look at Rodtang say, come on, bring it. What have you got? Here comes Rodtang.
Look at him screaming at him.
This monster. Look at this battle tap. This battle axe. This wrecking ball. There's the right hand from Rodtang. And Khaled kicks him in the face. Kicks him in the mouth. Crazy scene here in Manila.
Khaled's got to move. You can see the experience advantage. Khaled has 41 total matches. Rodtang has 41 losses in his 300-match career.
Catches the kicking leg, Rodtang continually on the front foot here. Catches it again. And Khaled gets twisted and discombobulated. 40 seconds remains first round. It's Rodtang's round. Front kick from the tie for the two-time world champion. Gloves up high on Rodtang. He doesn't want anything unexpected coming to the jaw from the swinging punches of Fadi Khaled.
4-ounce gloves, he has that opportunity. One touch on the chin, and that's it. He would connect there off the kick.
The roundhouse kick off the left there from Rodtang. The oohs, the ahs, the gnashing of teeth. This electrified crowd here in Manila. And Rodtang comes forward. A downward elbow from Khaled. Snaps the jab. There's a Tunisian. Rodtang misses with a roundhouse kick. A high kick from the tie. Toe-to-toe now. Spinning back fist. Rodtang picks him off with the bell. And Rodtang comes out jabbing. Fadi Khaled, high right roundhouse, high left roundhouse, good sticky right hand from the Tunisian.
He's got to move. He's got to keep that volume high. He can't stand there and let Rodtang tee off on him. He's got to keep pushing. Circle away from the power side. Go the other way, Fadi Khaled. Don't circle to the right.
Rodtang just coming forward without Roland. Gets out of the way. Leans back like Fat Joe. And Rodtang smiles at him. Shakes his head. Says you've got to do better than that fella. Stop! On a dump there from Fadi Khaled. That'll give Khaled some confidence.
These double leg takedowns. Wrong move set there from Fadi Khaled.
Rodtang edges forward. Front kick to the guts. Front kick there from Khaled. Evades the left hook. And Rodtang straight back on top of him. Hunting after him. High kick from Khaled. Rodtang hooks the arm. Spins him around. Nice little pirouette there from the two-time world champ.
Fadi Khaled's finding a little bit more success, at least in that first minute. He's got to keep the volume high. He has to keep Rodtang thinking and not allow that aggression to set in.
Rodtang cracks away to the humorous bone, but there was nothing funny about it. Right hand there from Fadi Khaled. Goes the liver, goes the head. Both punches miss. Spinning back elbow.
Circle to the right and get away from that power side of Rodtang.
Rodtang's telling him, don't back up. He wants to fight him toe-to-toe. He wants to fight him in a phone booth. A jumping roundhouse kick from Rodtang, and he throws him to the canvas. He dumps him to the canvas.
I'd like to see more of that same round from Fadi Khaled. What he did in the second, he needs to do more of it here in the third. Start moving, do not stand in front of Rodtang.
Rodtang with the inside leg kick, almost buckled the knee of Fadi Khaled. Khaled with the right hand, came close, so to the hook of Rodtang. On the front foot again, the 21-year-old two-time world champion.
See, this time, it cost him 10% of his purse. Doesn't cost him a point, though, just money.
Front kick there from Rodtang, jab from Fadi Khaled. It's preservation in the clinch for Khaled, I'm sure of it. Front kick to a nice jab out of southpaw stance. Khaled maybe playing their finger in the eye. Rodtang says, come on, let's do this. There's the handiwork from Rodtang. Here's the heavy artillery. The clinch now. The beautiful clinch from Rodtang. The vice-like grip of the tie. Beautiful knee almost folds him in half.
Rodtang's competing like he's got a couple more rounds in here. I don't know if he realizes that he's only got 90 seconds left in this match. He's got to turn up the volume right now and put an end to this.
A crowd turning up the volume for Rodtang Jit Rungdon, a crowd favourite wherever he competes around the world. Spinning back elbow there from Fadi Khaled. Leg kick from Rodtang. Khaled trying to find a way to break the overhand right. Nice kick to the liver from Rodtang. Close down that vagus nerve, impact the entire body. Put it on delay. He's under the hook from Khaled, sticks him with the left there, the right hand from Khaled. Good two-punch combination.
All three judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the blue corner, rodtang.
He's connected on multiple push kicks. He's finding range with his strikes. He can't stand in front of rodtang though. He's got
There it goes! The high kick from rodtang. He's on rubber legs. Mighty Khaled doing the chicken dance in center cage. And Rossi puts a standing count on the Tunisian. Rodtang's unloaded early on. It's not even a minute down. Rodtang comes forward. The human tack, the wrecking ball. Is lining up the right. There's the left roundhouse kick. Rodtang fires the right hand down the tube. And Mighty Khaled ties him up. They tango back against the cage.
These were nice. He was able to lift up the inside the clinch. He elevates
Khaled
the right side. He elevates that right side and throws a big knee there to the body of rodtang.
Two-time world champion Rodtang comes forward once more. No sweep there by Mighty Khaled. And we go to the judges here in Manila. What sportsmanship, what respect there from rodtang and Mighty Khaled.
Okay. Watch out for the headbutt, back of the head and spine. Kickboxing rules, no clinching, okay? First row, one, back your opponent.
Referee in charge, Olivier Coste. The one flyweight kickboxing world championship up for grabs. Super leg defending the crown against Takeru here in Tokyo. We are underway. What electricity here inside the Ariake Arena, Mitch.
Oh, Ray, it's got that big fight feel. You can just feel the atmosphere just shift up, and it's almost thick. You can cut the tension in here with a knife. Big leg kick. Opening up for super leg as Takeru goes up top of sending it up into the legs and then also up top to the head.
Super leg, obviously very fluid and explosive with his legs. Takeru looking for his opening. Kick on the front leg, lead leg of super leg by Takeru. Neither man wants to make a singular mistake.
Again, touching Takeru with those leg kicks. It's not a shot that typically Takeru blocks. He doesn't really check a lot of leg kicks, but he's going to be forced to here tonight. He needs to defend that low kick.
You saw a couple of leg kicks there by Superlek as he aims to take away the front leg, the lead leg of Takeru.
You can see, Ray, it's already starting to welt up.
And you see that for Superlek, a little bit of red on the lead leg, some red knee of Takeru. Look at that kick there that barely missed by Superlek.
Superlek trying to go crescent kicks, mixing in a little karate to his style. He's being influenced by his opponent.
Under a minute remaining here in our first round.
Takeru is a karate black belt. He blends karate into his kickboxing style so very well. Oh, beautiful two-punch jab to follow with a leg kick. Takeru's being pressured early in the first.
And now Superlek putting together combinations here as he kicks out that lead leg of Takeru.
Takeru committing to a leg kick there. Doubles up.
Big right hand there by Superlek towards the tail end of the first round.
Look at the bruising on that lead leg of Takeru. Superlek going after it again.
Superlek came out from the outset of the second round with the right hand, and then he kicked that lead leg yet again. And there's a cheap there by Takeru. Got a right hand down the center for the champion. It would seem that Takeru's trying to be more of a counter-puncher, but you're saying, Mitch, that he's got to be first.
He's got to go first, and he's got to come forward. He doesn't want to sit here at the end of these shots. He's got to close that distance and utilize those hands. His hand combinations in his boxing are one of his biggest strengths. And super, like with that jab, he's shutting everything down, and then he's going after the leg kicks. That's where Takeru needs to go.
There is a left hook that missed right over the top of the head of Superlek, but Takeru is trying to regain the center of the ring, but again, hammering away on that lead leg is the champion.
You can see the nose is getting reddened up, and you can see it's already starting to affect his walk. Takeru's limping a little bit on that lead leg.
And that could be problematic because it will take away some of the leverage for him to be able to land some of those heavy punches that he's so known for. A couple of double left hook to the body, though, and a right hand over the top by Takeru. Takeru knows he's got to close the distance on Superlek, echoing right hand for the challenger.
You can see the leg, the welt that's starting to build up, the swelling that is starting to develop on that leg. At first, it's superficial, right? And then it accumulates as it goes up, and then it starts getting internal, especially when it starts to affect his movement.
What a right hand there by Takeru. Superlek smiled at him as we are under a minute remaining here in the second.
Superlek's letting him come to him now. Now he's on the back foot, going backwards, picking him apart with the jab.
Takeru looking for his opening. Superlek now content to serve in the counter-striking department.
There you go. Now he's starting to lift up that leg. Imperative that he does that. Takeru cannot keep eating these leg kicks. Now he's going after the leg, but just not quite the same impact.
Takeru coming forward, but Superlek more than willing to allow him to come forward so that he can counter. Look at this exchange between these two. If you are Takeru, do you have anything to build upon, because he was able to have a bit of success in that second, in moments?
Can't catch the leg. But he's doing good when he goes, when he closes that distance, put hands combinations together. He's not putting punches together in bunches. And he's not mixing up the levels well. He has to go hand combinations to the low kicks, hand combinations to the high kicks, lead with the high kick, go with the hand combinations, put more shots together.
Superlek is so dynamic and explosive. There's another kick to that lead leg from the champion.
Takeru still has power. You know, he's got a very high knockout percentage, Ray, as you alluded to on the walk. He's still dangerous. He can't really put pressure on that lead leg to throw that big right hand, but he's still got hooks. He's still dangerous with those hooks. He can turn your head around like the Exorcist with those hooks.
Look at Superlek moments ago. He was switching stances.
No clinching, okay?
Had a bit of a shuffle going on moments ago. It's Superlek.
There's Takeru utilizing the jab. Keep snapping that jab out there. He needs this round.
And a kick that backs up Takeru, followed by a right hand. And Mitch, as you pointed out, that nose is reddening from the challenger in Takeru. And here comes Takeru throwing, but getting out of the way was Superlek. Just over the midway portion of the third round.
Ooh, good head movement from the champ. Evading that big hook. That's one of his best weapons, Takeru's. That lead hook. Superlek, getting angry, grimacing when he's throwing those shots.
Double left hooks and body work by Takeru on Superlek. Superlek eating a bevy of punches. One shot by Takeru. Superlek going backwards. Digging to the body is Takeru. Superlek answering back with a head kick. Takeru poured it on Superlek. 45 seconds to go.
The stamina. Who's got the bigger engine? To quote Jonathan Haggerty, who's got the gas tank to really push in these championship rounds? Here's where Takeru shifted gears and started to pour it on. Look at the body work. Hooks to the body, multi-shot combinations, trying to break down Superlek. He was covering up the body so much, he ate so many headshots. Look at this, overwhelming. How many shots is that, Ray? Just overwhelming volume coming from the challenger. Close that distance, put those combinations together.
Wow, what a barrage by Takeru, but super leg absorbed it, and the champion answering back. This is a moment where Takeru has to seize the opportunity. What a fight here in Tokyo.
Push kick to the body. Superleg trying to buy some time. Keep off the surging Takeru, who's starting to feel it. Might have captured that third round, Ray.
And that ends the third, a big round for Takeru.
And he's now starting to have the swagger that Takeru is known for. Superleg needs to keep going back to that leg, though. There it is. Goes to the push kick, too.
It is clear that Takeru is really resigned to utilizing his punches, which got him to this level. Superleg going backwards, going to the body is Takeru. Again, the challenger dig into the body of Superleg, but back comes Superleg.
Superleg kind of forgot about those knees. I'd like to see him utilize more knees, especially to stop this forward pressure. Oh, what a body rip by Takeru off the lead leg. You can hear that crack to the midsection of Superleg.
We are approaching the midway part of the fourth round. As the challenger, big right hand, stepping back the head of the champion.
Clean shot landed by Takeru as Superleg tries to push kick off of the rear leg. Trying to set up the knee. That was a beautiful switch right there. Faked the knee, went to the leg kick, Ray.
In these last two rounds, Takeru has been able to close the distance a bit better compared to that of the first two rounds.
There's that signature smile that Takeru is known for. Once he's in the war, you know he's enjoying it when he cracks that smile.
And Superleg comes forward. He knows he must keep his distance under a minute remaining in the fourth.
Superleg continuing trying to work the body.
Under 30 seconds remaining in this fourth round.
Takeru chooses to go big hooks to the body. Superleg throws the knee, and they tie up. Referee Olivier Coste forced to separate, and immediately Takeru gets on the front foot, but forced back by Superleg.
Final
Takeru's
stages
bloodied up.
of the fourth. Blood streaming from the nose of Takeru, and we're on our way to the fifth and final round.
How do you see it so far, brother?
I mean, I would hate to be a judge. I could see it 2-2, but I am not a judge whatsoever, Mitch, but it is one tremendous matchup.
What a fight it has been so far, lived up to the expectations as advertised. Oh, nice jab to evade the big hook, too.
Well, for Superleg, utilizing his leg kicks and also some punches, whereas Takeru, he loves using his hands to be able to cause some damage.
How is Takeru still standing on that lead leg? He is tough as nails.
There's a right hand for Takeru. Let's see if Superleg decides to try to kick out that lead leg. He just went back to that.
Nice shot off the right hand, goes back to the leg, continues to pepper Takeru with the jab, walking forward, can't clinch, gotta avoid that.
Big left hook followed by a right by Takeru.
Big shot landed by the challenger. Superleg continues to press forward. The jab measures the distance.
And
Takeru lands a big right hand.
For Takeru, another big right hand. That snapped back the head of the champion. That right hand has been finding its mark here in this fifth and final round for the challenger.
Superleg with a step-in knee, touch with the jab, big step-in with the knee. Takeru walks right through it, continues to pour on the pressure, staying right in the face of the champion.
Constant aggression that we are seeing out of Takeru. Superleg looking to keep Takeru off of him.
Ooh. Ripping the knee to the body.
Superleg doubling up on that jab. Under a minute remaining in this championship main event.
Superleg looked up at the clock. Takeru continues with the pressure.
Takeru, extremely aggressive as we have under 40 seconds remaining.
Such a close round here in the 5th. Super leg with the big push. Fakes the push kick, throws the jab. Takeru closes the distance.
Final stages of this 5th and final round. What a matchup we have seen between Takeru and Superlek.
10 seconds.
Who is going to take home the championship? Big kick that misses for Superlek. What a fight here in Tokyo between Superlek and Takeru.
Exactly what we expected. What a war it was.
In favor of your winner by unanimous decision, and still undisputed one flyweight kickboxing champion of the world, Superlek.
Superlek.
Maybe Lobo tries to catch Nongo cold early. Do not allow Nongo to establish rhythm. Outside leg kick from the Brazilian. Has the height, has the reach. Does he have the strategy? Nongo can be cagey, can be evasive. If it's super aggressive Nongo, he'll look to back up Lobo early. Start throwing the elbows in the first and early in the second. That little half smile, almost a Mona Lisa smile on the face always of Nongo. He is so hard to read. I hate to play poker against him. Switch round kick. Fakes and feints. Inside thigh kick. Lobo misses. Nongo grinning at him. Fakes again. Double jab. Nice sliding jab on the champion. High inside thigh kick. Lobo looks to switch. Still a filling out process in the first round.
Good eyes showcased by Nongo. He's able to slide out of the way.
Action, yeah? Let's go.
As the referee calls for a little bit more action. Nongo obliges as he pushes forward with that switch kick.
Lobo hoping to move into elbow range there. Throws out a side kick. Nongo again faking off the back leg. There's that cheeky grin. Outside leg kick, high kick. Lobo threw his hands out as if to say, is that all you've got? Do you want to be poking the bear? Nongo did say he wants to toy with Lobo. Wants to make an example of Lobo. Says I'm not. Well, says I'm going to avenge those Thai losses that were against Lobo. I'm going to show he's not the Thai killer. He's not the Thai destroyer. He hasn't solved the riddle. Nice high check from the champ.
I like the feints coming from the champion. He's just kind of drawing out some kind of reaction of Lobo. Lobo needs to be a little bit more effective with that jab. He's got a little bit of a reach advantage. I'd like to see him start utilizing the push kick just to understand the distance of Nongo, because these feints are leading to things like that, where he's able to find these holes. That's more like it from Lobo.
Good step through knee from Felipe Lobo. 35 seconds remains. First round set for 5. Bantamweight Muay Thai world title on the line. Nongo, another fighter from Evolve. We just saw Hiroki Akamoto, crowned world champion in kickboxing. So a solid pickup from the corner. And let's see when Nongo switch kicks, if he does indeed drop his hand. Jab from the champion. Jab to outside leg kick. He really does load up those leg kicks. There's no tip-tap. They want Lobo to go first to unsettle Nongo. And you see Nongo is just perfection in everything he throws.
Yeah, Michael, that's easier said than done. You can see Nongo starting to find a groove. He's starting to get confident. You can see the way he's grinning at Lobo. Lobo's got to do something, just sort of earn some respect from Nongo, because right now things are not going his way.
Jab cross. Nicely done from Nongo. Back to center circle. Long reaching right hand there from Lobo. Chance for the elbows. Nongo tried to sweep him.
Lobo's usually a lot more active inside these combinations. Right now he's only throwing 1 or 2. He usually throws 3s and 4s. And he also finishes with leg kicks a lot more, but you can see how light Nongo is on that lead foot, and it's really hard to get a beat on that leg kick when he's constantly checking that leg.
Nongo fakes the right hand. Did it a lot in the opening round. Trying to get inside the mind of Lobo. Good evasion there from Nongo. Goes the outside leg again. He's starting to tenderize the lead thigh of Felipe Lobo. Front kick from Lobo. High kick from Nongo. Lobo on the outside. Body shot from Lobo. Had the right idea, but didn't want to stay in the pocket. Nongo goes high. Good right hand to outside thigh kick from Nongo. Good outside thigh kick again from the champ. That lead leg is taking punishment, and Felipe Lobo needs to start checking those kicks or not be there for them. Good check there from Nongo.
That's that check I'm talking about. He's going to have to start attacking the rear leg of Nongo, because Nongo's got a beat on that leg kick. I'd also like to see Lobo just start putting the hand combinations together, go to the body maybe of Nongo once he gets inside the pocket, because Nongo is going to start letting go of that right kick, and what that's going to do is going to start dropping the hand of Felipe Lobo, and then we're going to start to see that right hand come right down the middle.
Audacious moments ago for a lead overhand elbow from Felipe Lobo. You'd be very lucky to catch Nongo with that. We are now 18 minutes away from our grand finale pay-per-view. There's a nice crossing elbow early from Lobo.
That's what his corner was calling for him, to close that distance and throw those elbows when Nongo starts to punch. Let's see if Lobo can turn it up right now.
Nice high check. Lobo, a little bit more snap, a little bit more gusto now behind the Brazilian. And that means that Nongo will also increase. Good jab. Outside leg kick has been the prime weapon of Nongo.
Yeah,
Lobo's still not checking those dragons.
Big right kicks thrown by Nongo. He attacks the body, he attacks the legs again with that right kick.
That left leg is just being tenderized. Uppercut, left hook, leg kick, combination.
You can see the smile come across the eyes of Nongo when he finds these shots.
Elbow range. Both men negate each other. Aliostolapsis breaks them. More Muay Thai coming in our grand finale, folks. The retirement fight of John Wayne Parr takes on Edward Falayak.
Into each one of these shots, and he credits the strength and conditioning program that he's been religiously doing, crediting to this new power that he's found.
Lobo wants to land the right elbow. High kick from Nongo. Lobo's corner saying, come on, trying to inspire the Brazilian. Uppercut! You will not see a better uppercut. Lobo's eyes rolled back in his head before he hit the canvas. He loaded that up from below the waist. Oh my goodness. There was no getting up from that. I don't care who you are. Oh, it came from so low, it went so high.
For your winner, by way of knockout and still one bantamweight Muay Thai champion of the world, Nongo Gaya.
64% of fans are tipping a win for rodtang Kick 1-9. Michael Chevello, Mitch Chilson with you. Rodtang opens up with the leg kicks. High kick there from Haggerty. Checks the low kick. Both men trading legs early. Nice jab from Haggerty. There's the front kick is renowned for. Rear leg roundhouse kick. Rodtang took a while to open up last time. Not until the third did he really get going. Will he start more explosively tonight? He said he would. He said he'd go in early against Haggerty. Haggerty told us, I'm playing to rodtang's ego. Says rodtang has a massive ego. Rodtang will want to play to the crowd, and that will open him up. Rodtang looks for the inside and outside thighs. Haggerty left roundhouse kick. Rodtang goes to the liver. A taste of the power rolling in these 4-ounce gloves. There is no room for error. Good right hand there from Haggerty. There's the front kick to the face, and Haggerty's home. The body shot. The body shot hurt in the first round. And the aggressive shot from rodtang. The body shot hurts Haggerty. And the tap comes to forward. Can Haggerty survive? 1 minute 45 remaining. Rodtang goes straight back to the liver. It's a soft spot. The body of Haggerty. The liver punches to the right side of the carcass. There he goes again. Haggerty against the ropes is in trouble. And rodtang, cool and collected, throws the elbow to the orbital.
Haggerty's got to move. He cannot stand in front of rodtang like this. He's got to get on that bicycle and start circling now. If his body is damaged, he's got to move. Utilize that push kick, keep that distance. Do not stand in punching range with Iron Man.
Outside leg kick from rodtang. He's hurt the body of Haggerty. The liver shot dropping the man from the UK. They tie up now. Looks for a duck, does Haggerty. Can't affect it. Throws the knee to the waist of rodtang. And referee Deluxe corrects it. One star though from rodtang, the champion. Good jab there from Haggerty. Rodtang goes back to the liver. He may be telegraphing it. Goes upstairs with a hook of the lead hand. Good right hand down the center corridor. Outside thigh kick. Another digging liver shot like he's digging for oil. It's all about the liver. It's all about the body work. Throws the left hand. Overhand elbow from Haggerty trying to lock the ear up. Van Gogh style. Body shot from rodtang. Into the first round we go to the towels. Back edging his way forward, trying to get inside the phone booth. I'll land the liver shot again. Haggerty back to him. Orthodox stance. Rodtang goes to the liver. What do you do though when rodtang is hunting your liver? You drop your arm down, you do that, then he goes after your head. Switching stances here, Haggerty.
He's got to stay mobile. He has to keep that push kick coming, utilize those kicks. Keep him at distance. Do not let him get close like this.
When rodtang gets close, Haggerty's got to throw the elbow. He's got to hope to open up rodtang. That was part of the game plan. Let rodtang come to him. Slice and dice and fillet with the elbow. Rodtang continually coming forward. So calm, so composed. Chin tuck, looking through his brow. Goes the liver again. He knows that's the sweet spot. It's like a target painted on the right side of the body of Jonathan Haggerty. Switching starts again. Haggerty from southpaw to orthodox. Orthodox is his preferred stance. Body shot from rodtang. Haggerty against the ropes, gets off there, drifts back to center ring. Looks for the inside leg. Want to see the overhand elbows coming to play here from Haggerty. Only a spinning back elbow off the right arm. He goes for a liver shot of his own. There's a front kick to the guts.
He's got to be careful when rodtang catches those kicks. You can see how rodtang's throwing the legs aside, and then he starts digging for those body shots.
Coming in with the elbows again on that occasion, though I feel the left side of the head of rodtang was exposed. Southpaw stance, back leg kick, gets out of there the right hand counter. Rodtang comes forward, goes to the liver again. I've lost count of how many body shots to the liver rodtang has thrown inside of 2 rounds.
And Michael, if Haggerty tries to go in for those elbows, he's going to close that distance and enter rodtang's punching range. I think he wants to keep that distance, to keep that space. That's why he's not coming into those elbows with rodtang.
Haggerty needs to get to that team kick. He those elbows. Hooking punches from rodtang. Haggerty calls him forward. That's usually what rodtang does to opponents. Is he going to try and open up the ego now of rodtang? We haven't seen rodtang slap his face or pound his chest or play to the audience yet. It's been a much more tame rodtang. So it's been a very aggressive rodtang.
This is where Haggerty's got to be careful. He can't engage in these types of exchanges with rodtang, where he gets pushing backwards, because that's how he lost his footing, got knocked down in the 4th round last time. He has to keep his footwork going, utilize those shots. There's that downward elbow that you were calling for, Michael.
Going for the collarbone dragger. There's a little shot from rodtang. Haggerty having worked with Elias Dolopsis. Haggerty on the outside. Rodtang about to up the aggressor meter, it looks like. Good right hand there, jaw rattler from Haggerty. Another one there from the bridge. Rodtang backs him off, body shot, belly button through the back, liver shot, down again. It's deafening in here. The second time Haggerty's been dropped with a liver shot, and he's also cut. Fracked it. He gets put on his backside. Here comes rodtang, here comes the power, to the body again. Referee calls time, is it a mount guard dislodged? It is.
He's got to be careful at this point. He's getting sucked into that exchange with rodtang. He's got to move. Get on that bicycle. Do not play with this dangerous game with rodtang.
Rodtang going for the finish, cuts off Haggerty again. They are two 22-year-olds, and now you see rodtang's ego coming into play. The beating in the chest, the slapping in the face, that's what Haggerty wanted. That's the rodtang Haggerty said he prepared for. Now let's see if he finds an opening. A jumping knee doesn't get through. Here comes rodtang. The power, the power, the power, the power, the punishment. Haggerty down for a second time in the round. If they go down once more in this round, it's over.
Let's go.
If he goes down once more, it's over in this round. Here comes rodtang. Rodtang, 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 rodtang. Third knockdown in the round, all over. Have a look at the onslaught. 4-ounce gloves. One of the hardest hitters in the combat world.
After 2 minutes and 39 seconds in the 3rd round, for your winner, by way of technical knockout, and still one flyweight Muay Thai world champion, rodtang
The champion, the Flash Bibiano Fernandez.
Ready? Ready? Choke!
Third man in the circle, Olivier the Boss Cost gets us underway. Early fake there off Lineker. Outside leg kick from Bibiano, the champion in the white and black, the multicolored trunks on the challenger. Fake from Bibiano, who is looking huge tonight.
Yeah, he is jacked. I'd like to see Bibiano utilize that reach advantage, just start touching him with that jab.
Misses with the outside thigh kick, circles away from the right hand, Bibi. Fake again, shoots in for a single, driving takedown from Fernandez. Good stuff here from the champion.
Nice single.
Shots to the outside thigh off the right hand for Bibiano, trying to stay busy with that hand. Now let's go to the head, does Lineker, posts up on that left arm. Bibi drives a knee, short popping right hands. Lineker spun him off. Now room to work that right hand from Hands of Stone.
Let's see if Bibiano chooses to go back to a takedown. I want to set it up with some hands, though. Lineker's looking to unload that right hand.
Counter to the leg kick was the jab from Bibiano. Circles away. Uppercut from Bibi. Left hand from Lineker. Jab, body shot, hook to the head. Oh, another one! Bibiano got caught! The left hook caught him. Can Bibi recover? John Lineker's got a sniff of the power now.
Bibiano immediately started to welt up on that right side. Oh, he got him with a left hook again.
Bibi's dropping that right glove. And Bibi tries to return the favor. And he's on the outside. This is where Lineker wants to be, stalking him with those hooks.
Bibiano needs to be smart here. He needs to not engage in a firefight and look for that takedown. Oh, he got him! Bibiano!
Bibi drops Lineker! And the tide turns again! The pendulum swings! Back on the ground now! Back in Bibiville! Bibi enemy territory.
Bibiano's connected, and then there's this. Look at that. Beautiful job by Bibiano to drop Lineker. What a shot.
My word. Just when you thought Bibiano was hurt, he dropped on Lineker. Lineker tries to posture up. Someone's mouth guard's been dislodged. Lineker puts it back in while he's getting clobbered. Bibiano strikes him, which is his right to do. Off the right elbow. A hematoma on the right cheek and below the right eye on Bibi, and he eats that elbow.
Bibiano's got a very active guard. Right now he's just trying to control the posture. Keep Lineker from really dropping a lot of ground and pound. Look at him controlling the head.
There's a lot of damage on the face of Bibiano. He wipes up some blood that may be leaking. Now goes to the body, does John Lineker. Bibiano hacks the elbows to the top of the head. This one's nasty already. We're still only in the opening 5 minutes, and it's already nasty. Close guard here from the champ.
You can see Bibiano's choosing to just strike rather than attack from this position with submissions. He's utilizing a good use of the elbows, those short-range weapons.
Look at the damage on Bibi's face already. Hammer fist blows again from Lineker. Now goes the body back to the jaw. The hematomas are swelling the face on Bibiano Fernandez. Bibi trying to work the elbows off the back. Pulls the head down. Controls the posture of the challenger. Another elbow. Trying to open up that money box on top of the head.
Going body, head too, with good work to that body. Look at the way he's doing that. He's really generating a lot of power with these shots.
Trying to choose the openings here is Lineker. What a back and forth contest. 10 seconds remains of what's been a furious opening round. Lineker with the left hand. He got the towels after one. Oh my word, Dragon. This is what we thought it'd be. And he did have Lineker's measure on the ground. Second round set for 5. World title. Bantamweight strap on the line. It's held by the man in white, Bibiano Fernandez.
I like how Lineker opens with the leg kicks too. That's a good use, just mixing up the levels a little bit on Bibiano.
Lineker has tasted the power of Bibi. Bibi told him he could knock him out. Said, don't underestimate my hands. And certainly Bibi tasted the power of hands of stone. Cannot allow Lineker to back him up against the fence again. Put him on the outside. Right in center circle. Neither wanting to give up space, give up position. Allow an inch of dominance to prevail. Not even physically, but psychologically. So much of this battle has been in the psychological war games in the builds up to this fight.
Good hand parrying. Good hand parrying early by Bibiano. He's just kind of understanding his distance now. Look at him, the way he's reaching out there and tapping the hands of Lineker just to get a beat on him. Nice right hand.
Oh, Lineker does a quick count of his teeth.
Lineker's got a chin, Michael.
Bibi, 41 years old and still fast. That's why they call him the Flash. Lineker edging forward. Loads up the power, left hook, and Bibi backs him off with a right hand.
Ooh, nice single leg attempt right there, and he completes it. Puts Lineker on his back again in the half guard.
The damage on the face of Fernandez gets out of the way of the jab. Big bolo punch there from Lineker. Both men trading heavy leather. Scooping punch again from Lineker. Bibi's back up against the fence. Got to get off there. Trading hooks.
Man, these guys look like they're throwing baseballs at each other the way they're winging those hooks. Straight line punches are out the window, and these guys are just throwing those monstrous hooks at each other.
It's 1 minute 50 remaining in the second round of 5. We've never seen Bibiano Fernandez take this punishment that he's showing on his face ever in his career.
That's what they need to do. Go back to the jabs to set up those big shots. I also like to see Bibi go back to those leg kicks, or Lineker do the same.
That right eye is a horror story. Nice duck under there from Bibi. Tried the takedown. Breaks with a hook. Didn't connect though. Jab from Bibi.
And these guys are head hunting, looking for a knockout.
Oh, beautifully done. That's good. We've got a new bantamweight champion of the world, and his name is Hands of Stone, John Lineker, and Bibiano Fernandez. His astral traveling. Slips the body. Bibi drops the right hand, the legs crossed. You see the legs crossed on Bibiano, there was no getting up.
for your winner by way of knockout and new undisputed bantamweight champion of the world, John Lineker!
Set her up. All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna keep it clean. Touch gloves, let's do it.
Cool, I just don't want to miss any action. Do not blink. Kanistam said somebody's gonna go. He said, I don't know who. So he's giving Solic credit. Somebody's going to sleep. The bell in round one. Solic and Kanistam. One punch, knockout artists in the one circle here in Denver tonight.
Sebastian starts immediately getting on that elusive footwork you talked about, Rich.
Yeah, you can see Solic, though, starting to line up for that left hand right there. He's looking for it already. And there comes the first one. He led with it.
Swing and a miss with the left to start for Solic, gauging that range.
Solic likes to lead with the left. He likes to finish with the left. Everything is about that left hand. I want to see what kind of tools he's added to his toolbox here against Sebastian.
Oh, big shot to the head with the left from Solic that you talked about, Mitch.
Throwing heat early in this match. Sebastian needs to get moving. Not just with the footwork, but put something out there. Start putting some hands in front of the face of Roberto.
Oh, another big left, good combination from Solic, trying to do some damage early.
Yeah, this footwork is giving Solic something to think about, but it's not giving him enough to think about. Kick like that will give him a little bit more to think about.
High kick from Kanistam. Second minute of the fight. No way it's going the distance, right, Mitch?
I would think the judges could take a bathroom break right now.
Oh! Good exchange, and then another heavy left from Solic, losing his balance. Kanistam momentarily takes another left to the head, and then a high kick from Kanistam.
Roberto's starting to bite on some of the feints, throwing those kicks from Sebastian. I like to see him start setting up that high kick a little bit, start working the body, working the legs. But when he does go to the legs or the body, he puts himself in line for that left hand, so.
Kanistam's game plan is to continue throwing that right leg. I like that because the more he throws it, Solic has to keep his defense there, and he can't throw that right, he can't throw the left hand if Kanistam just keeps launching the leg into it.
2.5 to go in round one. Again, the bout judged as a whole, but as Mitch said, maybe the judges can take a bathroom break. A smile there from Kanistam after the head kick from Solic. Solic is getting under siege at the moment. Another straight left. Dig into the body of Solic. Kanistam trying to return fire.
That's 4 unanswered lefts.
Split the guard there. Again to the body and up top.
Showboating coming from Kanistam. But what I saw from a lot of Solic's fights in Europe is his footwork is able to pull people in like that, right? But Sebastian's keeping his guard nice and tight with his right hand, so he's deflecting a lot of the shots with the double forearms guard. Very intelligent defense coming from Kanistam.
Yeah, right there you saw Solic with the elbow as well. That elbow couldn't sneak through because Kanistam has his hands tight on his head and face. So even the stuff coming straight down the center isn't landing flush.
Kanistam with blood coming down the right side of his face from that right eye. 15 seconds of the round. Ripping to the body again. Good flurry there. And then up top from Solic.
Sebastian's looking to time that elbow off the counter. He's letting Roberto go just so he can land.
And for RoboCop, a tough childhood of his own in the aftermath of the Bosnian War, was raised with his brother and sister in a small house in a village.
Ooh, stiff jab, slice through the guard of Kanistam, followed up with a body shot.
Yeah, body
thunderous kick to the body.
You got it. Left hook to the body, and then the kick from Solic in the red gloves. Kanistam in the blue. Down goes Solic, lost his balance, and now firing away is Kanistam. Kanistam with a big right wobbled him.
Solic is hurt.
Kanistam smelling blood. Solic in trouble, and down he goes. Trying to get back up. Kanistam on the left and a right. Solic down again. It's over.
Wow.
Sebastian Kanistam.
Continue with this combination here, and Herb Dean had no choice but to step in and call it.
For your winner, by way of knockout, Sebastian Kanistam.
He's one of the inside the sold-out Mall of Asia Arena in Manila, the Philippines. This one brought to you by Hobbs & Shaw. Champion from the UK, left of screen. The challenger from Thailand, right of screen. They exchange round kicks early. Look for the elbows, look for the front kicks. There's one from Haggerty. Look for the sheer brute power of rodtang. Inside leg kick from the top. More than 140 martial arts world champions on the roster at one championship. You are seeing two of them in the ring at the moment. You've got to wonder, can rodtang maintain his composure? High check there. Jab two from Haggerty. That's the precision. That's the excellence of execution from the general.
Good work so far from Haggerty, especially with these kicks, man, and that's what he's doing. He's laying that feint. Now he landed a few push kicks, and now he's starting to feint the push kicks, and that's how he sets up those elbows. He slides in forward and throws those elbows off of that fake push kick.
The push kick of Haggerty, one of the best in the business. Pulls the toes back, extends the ball, the foot drives it into the midsection of the opponent. Roundhouse kick from Haggerty. There's the push kick, and it sent rodtang back against the ropes. Again, a succulent technique of the 22-year-old world champion from the UK. Front kick again from Haggerty. Scoring points. We do have 3 judges ringside, scoring on a 10-point must system. Give the winning boxer 10 points per round, the less dominant boxer gets 9 points. At the moment, with the front kicks, it's Haggerty doing the scoring.
Rodtang's having a hard time with the range of Haggerty. That lead push kick is causing a lot of problems for rodtang. Rodtang's not usually just standing there taking these shots. He's usually one pushing forward, throwing those shots.
He is landing every one of these front kicks. There's a downward elbow, hoping to crack the collarbone. When we spoke to Haggerty yesterday, we said, what were you most looking forward to about competing against rodtang? He said, I can't wait to kick him. I can't wait to front kick him. And he's done plenty of that so far with 45 seconds remaining in the first round set for 5.
It's all those, I like that little change, that little stance change that he does as he throws that right kick.
Haggerty's flyweight Muay Thai world title on the line. There's a front kick off the lead leg from the general. Nice 3-2 combination. Inside leg from rodtang, the Iron Man. Both wearing the Project armbands, a little more flamboyant. Those around the left bicep of Haggerty. The more simple Project around both the biceps of rodtang. All part of the tradition, the custom, the superstition of Muay Thai, a martial art dating back some 3,000 years. Front kick again, counters off at this rodtang. You've got to go hell for leather from the opening bell, but here we have 5 rounds. Front kicks again from Haggerty. Checks the inside leg kick. rodtang, you feel, is just trying to get his timing off that front kick to work a counter. Maybe it'll be a big overhand right. Maybe it'll be a hooking punch. But that's what he's going to try and time off, the front kick of Haggerty. There you see it again. Catch and counter, scooping into the section.
Now he catches it. Now you're starting to see rodtang. You can see him at the end of that first round, kind of pounding his chest, firing himself up, shaking his head. That's the rodtang we're used to seeing.
There is a moment in previous contests we've seen where rodtang goes from Bruce Banner to the Incredible Hulk. Are we going to see it here in the second round? We will see it later on. Nice, hook to outside leg kick there from rodtang. Haggerty switches stance. Southpaw now. Front kick off the back leg. Now back to orthodox. Very tight in his guard here, Jonathan Haggerty. A 22-year-old world champion from England. Sticks the front kick into the guts again of rodtang. Good outside leg kick, high on the thigh there from Haggerty.
rodtang's starting to evade a lot of these kicks now. He's moving his head a lot better, getting out of the way of these. I think he's trying to figure out the reach there. You can see just how long the leg reach, the advantage that Haggerty has. And rodtang's starting to figure it out a little bit more. Expect Haggerty to start going to the legs and body a little bit more.
rodtang has the edge in power, but Haggerty, it looks like, has the edge in speed and precision. Downward elbow, looks for a dump, says Haggerty. Oh, that was, well, a little late to the blow there after referee Onari went to break them, and Haggerty complaining to Onari there.
Yeah, but it wasn't quite really a break. Like, the referee was there, but he didn't really have his hands in there separating them. So, I don't know, maybe it was the angle that I didn't quite see, but it looked like Onari wasn't really trying to break him.
Front kick there from Haggerty. Once again, folks, make sure you follow One Championship across all social media platforms, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. A lot of fans community locations where you're watching tonight. Big hello to Mauro Polali watching in Tuscany, Italy tonight. High kick from Haggerty. Tried to loop the shin around the back of the neck. Outside thigh kick from rodtang. Now we're seeing rodtang raise the mercury, raise the temperature, raise the aggressor meter.
This is what rodtang has to do.
I'll take my feet.
This is what rodtang has to do. He cannot allow Haggerty to push forward and be this aggressive.
Strap yourselves in for the ride of a lifetime.
But Michael, that's what happened to Sammy Gayanghdao. We saw Jonathan Haggerty get ahead in the first couple rounds, and Sammy Gayanghdao never got a chance to get back into it because Haggerty just kept pouring it on.
And you see rodtang now. He'll start the showboating. He'll start the theater, and he'll start the heavy sailboat. Hooking punches from rodtang. Haggerty tries to dump him. rodtang looks like to return the favor. Both men trade knees to the ribs, and referee Onari breaks them.
That's what rodtang needs to do. He needs to keep Haggerty on his back foot. Not allow Haggerty to go forward and control all those feints.
rodtang coming forward a lot more already here in this third round of 5. That's what he does. That's why they call him the tank. He just comes forward and rolls over you. Roger armband slipping down. Looks for his liver there. There's rodtang. Haggerty tries to counter with a hook off the ropes. Drifts back clockwise. Thrusts out the jab. You see rodtang trying to walk him down. He wasn't doing that the first 2 rounds. Is Haggerty going to stand and go toe-to-toe? Does he want to play that game? Is he going to try to let rodtang's ego open him up here? rodtang goes to the liver. Haggerty felt that one. Double forearms guard is high. These forearms got there. Haggerty tags him. And now rodtang's turn. They're jerking it out of the phone booth. Smack bang goes Haggerty. And rodtang thrusts out the lead leg. Goes to the waist. Haggerty counters body shot. High kick. Haggerty thrusts out the jab. Circles up to his left. But he's going into the power side. Another liver shot. Like he's digging for oil. This is a great round for rodtang. Haggerty evades the leg kick. Takes the inside thigh kick. Goes high. Misses the target. Checks the low kick. Jab from Haggerty. Gotta get off the ropes though. Gotta get off the ropes though. Gotta get off the ropes. And now he does after running it up.
But Haggerty is picking him away, slowly landing jabs, landing kicks.
Jab 2 combination from the champion and the high kick. rodtang goes downstairs. Outside leg kick from rodtang. Left hook. Haggerty fires the elbow. Goes down the center corridor. A beautiful catching dump there from rodtang. It's scoring stuff from rodtang. Jonathan Haggerty versus rodtang Jit 1-9.
Do like the counters to Haggerty so far. I like how he's throwing a combination. He steps, then he throws that right kick or that left kick, and he steps back. And that's when rodtang starts to come forward, and Haggerty's able to hit him with something.
Front kick again from Haggerty, finding range. Outside leg kick from rodtang.
All that pressure.
The hooking punches and the power up of the 4-ounce blocks. You see Haggerty trying to slice and dice and fillet there with the uppercut elbow. Good front kick. Nice long extension off the lead leg. Jab from Haggerty.
A little bit of deflection right there from rodtang as that jab came in lightning fast.
Nice tip to the lead thigh from Haggerty. Then skips up inside thigh kick. Threads the jab again. Takes an outside leg kick. Body shots. Oh, Haggerty's hurt. The shots hurt him. The liver shots hurt the champion.
Haggerty's got to move.
And rodtang knows that he's going to go to that liver. He's going to try and blast the right side of the body of the champion. And Haggerty needs to find a way to cut him. Needs to find a way to open him up with the elbows now. Oh, he drops it! The big kibosh! And Haggerty goes down!
Crumbling to the mat as rodtang starts to turn on the heat. Look at that right hand comes through the guard.
And here comes the Iron Man. Here comes the tank. Now he's got an incredible hold. loaded. I'm not coming to you. You've got to come to me.
Yeah, that's just mind games, though. He's still moving, though. He's on his bicycle. Looks at him, points to the ground, says, let's go.
Haggerty playing the mind games. Saying, I made you lose your ground. Come on back into the phone booth.
Oh, it's going to come down to the 5th and final. With that knockdown.
Wants him to suck it into a brawl. But Haggerty not falling for it. He's not going to take the bait yet. Oh, nice front kick there. They touch gloves. It could be drawn at the moment. Once again, winning boxer gets 10 points. Losing boxer in the round, in your opinion, gets 9. Usually, if there's a knockdown, it's a 10-8 round.
Yeah, I think that knockdown changed it, though. I think it changed it. Beautiful evasion there from rodtang.
Rodtang showboats, a little too slick. Roundhouse kick from the top. Haggerty cheek down the center. Needs the elbows, 2 now. And not allow rodtang to go to his liver and then sling the hand to the jaw. Those hooking punches of rodtang are phenomenal. Front kick again from Haggerty. rodtang may be waiting for the final 60 seconds or so here.
He can't wait, though. Haggerty's doing a lot of scoring here with these legs, pushing on the teeth.
Yeah,
look at that.
Haggerty's round so far, no doubt about it.
That's scoring, Michael. That's scoring. All these things are scoring.
rodtang throws 2 punches, doesn't connect, takes the round kick on the forearm. Haggerty catches that one. There's one to the humerus, but there was nothing funny about it. Haggerty, nice roundhouse kick. rodtang on the front foot, eats a jab. Body shots, then the hooks to the head. Shots to the knees and elbows on the inside here.
Strong into that clinch, wraps his hand around the head. There's a little bit of a knee, but chooses to let it go.
1 minute 5 remaining, 5th and final round for the flyweight championship of the world. Jab 2 from Jonathan Haggerty. Front kick from Haggerty. It has been superb all night. It is the prime weapon of the champion. Nice stiff right hand. rodtang apologising. Or saying no, maybe Haggerty accidentally slipped a finger in the eye. It happens with these open gloves. Front kick, testing the waters here, Haggerty. Can he thread an overhand elbow to the top of the head perhaps? Or maybe skip in for a grounded elbow to the collarbone.
30 seconds, Michael. This is it right here. Last 30.
There's one of these 2 men pounds on the other now. Jab 2, a high kick from Jonathan Haggerty.
Nice 2 landing there by Haggerty as he cut to the guard.
This is going to be razor close, folks. This is going to be a razor close decision. Haggerty switches now back to orthodox.
Haggerty can take this round. It might be even, and they have to go to criteria for that.
No draws in one super series. No draws. We are going down to the judges. This is razor close. This is harder to pick than a broken nose. I don't know what to say about this one.
All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And new flyweight Muay Thai world champion,